This is Ujjwal Kumar Sen, and today we got a question, and this question already asked in GATE previous year, and definitely because of that I am sharing with you this question. Okay, so the question is right now in front of you. Yeah, you can see the question, right? So what is about this question we need to understand first, then we'll go for, we'll solve the question, right? So let me share with you the question from where they have asked question. Basically, to solve this question we require two concepts. One is Euler's load, okay, buckling load, crippling load. We need to understand that, and of course we need to understand the concept of factor of safety. All right, if we understand these two things, then things become quite easier for us to solve the question. So basically, what is Euler's load? There are many conditions, cases are there. Okay, so we'll study each and everything, then we'll solve the numerical problem. That's why if we'll get question related to it, you can solve it quite easily in the upcoming examination. All right, so let's go for the concept first, then we'll solve the question. So what is basically Euler's load? Euler's load, already I have shared I have already shared theoretical thing, but yeah, here I'm going to share with you in short I will share with you. That's why you can solve numerical problem at least, right? So what is basically Euler's load? According to Euler's load, we can find P is equal to, that is E for Euler's, P for P. A buckling load, it is also known as pi square EI by LE square. All right, so E is Young's modulus. Even beginner know about E. Okay, I probably make you a little bit confusing. What is I basically moment of inertia, MOI. Well, what you need to remember I will share with you in case of moment of inertia, because there are many formulas, but most of the time you will see GATE problems 90% you will get a rectangular shape for finding out moment of inertia, that is 1 by 12 b d cube. Okay, and another one is, yeah, again don't forget to consider direction, otherwise b and d will be changed, right? So and another thing is circular cross section. Suppose that this is diameter, then its moment of inertia would be pi by 64 d to the power 4, and polar moment of inertia pi by 32 d to the power 4, right? That is denoted by j. Okay, that is different thing. Now this is the formula basically. Now what are cases? Basically that is also important, because based on this LE is decided. So what is LE? Basically effective length. What is LE? Basically effective length. Yeah, so how to get effective length? Difference between effective length and length, there is a difference. So in case of effective length, we have to see the condition of the given problem. Okay, so what kind of condition? Those are under in cases. Okay, suppose that in case okay, we are taking beams only. Okay, suppose that in a beam both sides are fixed. Okay, therefore effective length is equal to L by 2. Both sides are fixed. One side fixed, if both side is hinged, HIGNED, hinged, then LE is equal to L. If one side fixed and other free, then LE is equal to L by root 2. And the same condition, this is the condition they have asked in the question, that's why I am sharing with you. And the third condition is one side is fixed, and other free, therefore L is equal to 2L. Okay, so this is about the hinge surface and Euler's load of equation. I hope you are getting my point, and of course you can understand about it much better way if you solve few problems related to it, right? Solving problems always helpful. So remember my dear, if you wanted to do big in the examination, in the university examination, even if you are preparing for university examination, then don't forget to understand the theoretical concept. You can refer any book, I will recommend you to see video lectures of NPTEL also, because they are quite good. Even I will recommend you to attend lectures in your college. Doesn't matter what type of professor or lecturer you are having, but definitely I will recommend you to attend lectures. Definitely it will be helpful for you. Now next topic is FOS, factor of safety. So basically, there are many types of factor of safety. I will definitely create a separate lecture on this topic, because this is really required. Even after attending number of lectures, I came to know this much information about factor of safety. I thought, why not to share with you. Definitely I will share with you what is basically factor of safety. But in this case, what you require to solve this numerical problem, I need to also share with you. So basically what you have to do, what is factor of safety basically, let me share with you. Suppose that you can bear a load of 100 Newton, all right, but we are telling the customer, or anything, not you, anything can be a load of 100 Newton, but we are telling customer maximum load capacity of the thing is 50 Newton. That means how much factor of safety we are giving? 100 by 50 is equal to 2. We are giving 2 factor of safety. Remember that this is known as factor of safety. All right. So based on this, there are many, there are many questions already been asked in GATE previous year. That's why I'm sharing with you. And there are many types of factor of safety even, not only in case of load, because we are studying strength of material. That's why we are studying, we are telling that this is a factor of safety, but it's not the case actually. Okay. So this is a factor of safety. I will create separate video. Hopefully you will watch that video. Then if you wanted to learn more about in-depth concept about factor of safety, then I will definitely recommend you watch that video. That video can help you to understand what is exactly factor of safety, where you can apply factor of safety. All right, so let's go for the numerical problem. That would be much better. Yeah, so here is the numerical problem. I hope you are enjoying the tutorial, right? So to solve numerical problem, there are two ways basically. One is shortcut, other one is long. So this problem I will solve. I will not use shortcut method. Okay. So here is the. It's not exactly lengthy. It's simple. Piston rod diameter is 20 mm. So convert this into SI. 20 multiple 10 to the power minus 3 meter. Now length L is equal to 700 mm. Therefore 700 multiple 10 to the power 3 10 to the power minus 3 meter. Now let's come to the compressive force. Force is equal to 10 kilo Newton. Okay, due to internal pressure, and condition for rod may be assumed as guided at piston end and hinged. This is the key, man. This is the key to understand the condition of the given case other end. Okay, so I will tell you what is this piston end. Basically piston end means fixed. That means the case they are telling, in this case the rod is one side is fixed and other is free. This is like also a beam, right? And Young's modulus E is equal to 200 gigapascal. That means 210 to the power minus 9 Pascal. So these things are they have given. Now what they ask basically, find out factor of safety. We have to find out factor of safety. I have already shared with you all formulas, right? Now what we have to do, we have to just write the formula, that is load is equal to pi square EI by LE square. Pi square is this, E means 210 to the power minus 9, Pascal means Newton per meter square. Remember that this is in SI. Okay, I pi by 64, because it's a circular rod is circular, so pi by 64 d to the power 4. Now here we have to write like this, 20 multiple 10 to the power minus 3 whole to the power 4 minus 3 and 4. Don't forget all these things, right? Otherwise you will make mistake. Now LE, when I have already shared with you, when in case of beam, if one side is fixed and other side is hinged, then effective length is equal to length by root 2. So exactly length is here 700 multiple 10 to the power minus 3. If this will be in reciprocal root 2, so it's square. Got it? Now we have to solve this equation. After solving, we'll get answer. Then we have to divide that answer by 100. How much Newton? Yeah, 10,000 Newton. Then we'll get the answer, right? So this is all about the problem. Well, would I? Is there any need to solve the numerical problem? No or yes? Yeah, definitely I will solve. Okay, so pi square multiple 200 multiple 10 to the power 9 multiple pi divided 64 multiple 20 multiple 10 to the power minus 3 a whole to the power 4. This will go upside, so multiple 2. Division 700 multiple 10 to the power minus 3 whole square. So how much we are getting exactly? 63,278.11 Newton. Now what they said, basically they said subjected to compressive load. How much load acting there? There is acting 10 kilonewton. Therefore FOS is equal to total load, it can be here 63,278.11 by 10,000. 10 kilometer means 10,000. So 63,278.11 division 10,000 is equal to 6.32. So FOS for the given condition is 6.32. Now look at the option. Yeah, there A option is right option for the question. So this is how you can solve numerical problems related to it. But yes, my dear, you can use other other formula, just like force is equal to stress is equal to force by area. But by using that equation we cannot get right answer because they have given this condition. So how can you come to know this is a concept of that Euler's load? Because of this. So this condition, till now I haven't seen anywhere that we are using this condition. So how you will be familiar with all these things? That is your practice. More you will practice, better you will become, better you can do in the examination. I hope you are getting my point, right? So thanks for watching, and if you got the help from this video, just share with your friends, subscribe to my channel. That's why you will get all new upload notification on your dashboard only. That would be helpful for you to watch new videos. Thanks for watching. Thank you very much. Bye bye.